I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. High up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know and ask them who got it, let's roll up. 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 I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. High up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know and ask them who got it, let's roll up.
Greetings! Welcome to a very special edition of Smoking and Joking! Yeah. Y'all already know, man, it's gotta be special if we coming to you on a Monday night. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so it's out of our realm, but you know what I mean? We got a very special lady coming to the stage tonight. But before we do that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
cut that down.
I just gotta... it's just a couple things that I gotta touch on before we bring the guests on. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I want to talk about is, well, it's really a question amongst the four of us. Okay, so y'all know I'm a big Golden State fan, and y'all know Steph Curry got hurt playing the. Steph Curry got hurt playing the Hawks.
Right.
You see him? And so my question to the four of y'all is this. Does Golden State have enough to even make it to the Western Conference Finals? And if they do they have enough without Steph to beat James Harden and the Houston Rockets?
What did I tell you last week? I said I don't think they were going to do it anyway.
Healthy.
Yeah. So I definitely don't think they're going to do it without Steph.
And then, I still think they got enough to make it.
You think KD is enough?
KD and Clay, they still got players out there. Draymond still the number one defensive player. I mean, well, he ain't as hurt as
The problem is though, Golden State's offense is built for Steph Curry. I don't give a shit who else you got. If you take Steph Curry out of the mix, like, let's just say, for instance, they have to meet OKC before they even get to the Western Conference Finals. Okay, you got Westbrook and you got KD. KD's a little better than Westbrook, but then Paul George is better than Klay Thompson, and then Carmelo Anthony,
you know what might
and then the big white boy.
Only thing might say that will get them to me, I think they bench.
Let me break it down for you.
Yeah, because OKC bench, I don't know if it's good enough to play.
But Golden State don't have a bench either. They got rid of it.
Let me break it down for you. Even if they do get past OKC gonna give them such a hell of a battle. They'll be tired by the time they get there.
I like Houston.
They'll be wore down. Somebody will be hurt.
Well, I just wanted everybody's opinion. I'm still rocking with Golden State all day. Curry will be back in the first round. Let's go. Next question I got to ask you guys. It's been a lot of controversy going on with the whole gun laws thing since the school shootings and since all the mass disruptions and everything. So I want to ask y'all, how do you guys feel about gun laws? Are you pro guns or against? Like,
now, me and my homeboy had a discussion of that, and we in the hood, we in College Park, Georgia, right? So we have a discussion, and he was like, a black kid and a white kid, the difference between go get a gun at 18. Like, he was saying the white kid that shot up the school in Florida could have got that same gun he got off the street within 30 days. I told him he a goddamn lie.
Why couldn't he?
A white kid can't go to the hood and go. They only know how to go find a gun like that. They know how to go to a gun show.
That's not true.
A high power rifle like that, where he's gonna find?
Did you hear 3,000
for the record, dog? He ain't got a gun.
Look, dog, the nigga, the motherfucker who bringing the gun to the spot in the box
is white.
He a white boy.
Exactly.
What spot?
The spot where niggas come buy the guns.
You missed on.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? Niggas talking about
Not no 18-year-old. Not no 18-year-old to go to high spot.
I'm talking about, like you said, niggas they gonna still get
See,
them.
hold on. Y'all missing my point. We talking about a suburban night white kid.
Right.
That mom and dad, I ain't talking about a hood white
Where
kid.
he at?
He shot up the kid, killed everybody already.
Killed himself.
Well, you know what? Though?
Where was you at?
I'm talking about, which one you talking about? The one from Texas who doing the bomb?
Florida, the most recent one.
Okay.
And
now I'm thinking about the bomb.
But listen, my question to you guys is
The gun law.
the gun laws, boss. Like, do you feel that we should have the right to bear arms, or do you feel like it
Not a
should
certain
be
age.
some more?
Not a certain age, I would agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm getting at.
I
Not a
agree with
certain
that.
age.
What about the type of weapons that you have the
That's what
right
I'm
to
getting
bear?
at too. 18-year-olds shouldn't have the power to go buy no goddamn assault rifle.
Semi-autos.
Hell no. Handgun, yeah.
But that's not. But
okay,
but
what
not
if
the
he ain't
shit,
18?
assault rifle.
You
You
still
know
gonna
that,
sell the
right?
gun?
That's the problem.
What?
That little Draco, little thing like it. then it's another little gun that be tearing their ass up.
I think we should
But it ain't considered an assault rifle. They say.
It's about that falling.
It's, I'm thinking of it a second.
I think it should
Well,
at least be 21.
I'm gonna tell you
I
something.
think you should, too.
At the end of the day, y'all already know how. Everybody should have the right to bear arms.
See, that's what
You
you're
gotta
trying to get to.
protect your shit, man. You gotta protect
that's
your
what they're
family.
trying to get
You
to.
gotta protect your home. You gotta protect all that. Let me tell you something. My grandma bought me my first gun when I was 6 years old and taught me how to shoot it.
Tell the
You
truth.
see what I'm saying? So it's like
What kind of gun was it?
Everybody should have the right.
it was.
Everybody
Let me
should
tell you
have the
something. Let me
right.
tell you. It was at first it was a BB gun. Then it was a 20.
Hold on. At first,
Hold on, listen. And still at 6, I got a 22 rifle that was the same as the BB gun. It just
You definitely
it was
in the
the
country
same.
somewhere. Where
That
you
damn
at?
right I was in the country.
All right, then. That makes
That don't
sense.
mean
They do.
Listen,
That's different.
listen, Bone.
But it's just sad though.
The point that I'm making is I live in Atlanta and I bought my son the same weapons my grandma bought me. I bought him at 6 and started putting targets up in the backyard to teach him the same shit, man. It's important, bro. The problem is
I don't believe that shit.
Education.
you don't believe what?
Black folks should be out in the yard shooting guns and sex shit. I just don't believe it.
Have you been to a gun show before, Simone?
Yeah.
Do you see the white kids
I
that's
said
5
I
years old
don't
that can
believe
pull
that
a gun
shit.
apart in 5
Right.
seconds upside down blindfolded
what
at
that
5?
mean? And
That
them-
mean they
and
getting
them the
ready.
same ones who killing everybody in the motherfucker.
They getting ready.
Because they already ready. Because they ready.
The
They are.
same ones don't even be having records. They don't even have it association
didn't have a
with
record.
guns before.
Listen.
How many school shooters have been in the last 2 years?
It's been one school shooting per week damn near since the start of the year.
So what y'all saying?
This is all I'm saying, C-Bone.
But you know what I'm saying? You still want the right to bear.
You want
bear
to
your
bear
right.
Period.
Okay.
One about
So
Period.
that
I
means
can't.
that
I ain't
gives
got nothing to do with
everyone-
everybody
that
else.
gives everyone
like you
the
said,
right.
just put an age
So
on it.
that-
Put an age.
Well, we don't want an 18-year-old white boy to get Jones
What
out of
age
class.
got to do with
Say,
it?
okay, I'm gonna fuck y'all up in the morning. Leave, go to goddamn Target, whatever that, one of them depots, go get a motherfucking rifle, play the school, and kill everybody. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying I'm with you on that, C-Bone, but there are exceptions to all rules. If that same white boy come kick your door in and you don't have the right to bear arms, what are you gonna do?
Choke the shit.
You're not gonna choke a nigga with a gun. You're not gonna choke a nigga with a gun, man. But look, I just wanted everybody's opinions on that. Mine is everybody should have the right to bear arms. Now,
Not at 6, though.
Now, no, listen.
I
Bone.
believe everybody should have the right to bear arms, but it should be under certain guide rules. There should be education for everyone. Once again, if we say everyone should have the right to bear arms, that means teachers should have the right to bear arms. All
In class.
Now this same teacher
class.
walk up to a 8th grader who's 6'2", 250 pounds, cutting up in her face. What's she finna do?
But that don't mean.
That does mean that
nobody-
means exactly
No,
I'm saying,
no.
That's
What
why
I'm
the
saying,
argument is
the right to bear arms don't mean though you can carry it everywhere.
That's
They may have
my whole
limitations
point.
on it. Yeah.
That's my whole point. Education.
Yeah, that's
There
why
are
you
no
come here
limitations.
Keep
There are
protecting
no
your home.
limitations.
Not
Hey, well,
protecting
listen. We already know where
Supposed to stay in
everybody.
your house.
We already know where
your
everybody
car.
stands.
Okay.
It sounds like me and Duke stand on the bare arms. Bone and Pele stand on the some other shit. But we gonna protect. They gonna be calling us. They gonna be calling us when it's time. But anyhow,
got a
man,
gun.
like I said,
You don't know what I got. Big jack.
I just wanted to.
I read it.
I just wanted to touch on a couple things before we get the show started. And one thing we didn't do is talk about the strain of the
Bought
week.
myself a
The
gun.
strain of the week is called. Well, you know what? This particular strain got shatter in it. What do you call blunts that got shatter in them?
They got what?
Shatter.
Geek junk.
Wax. Wax. No, I ain't keen on
is a little
it.
geek.
You can't get a woo over here.
That is a
nigga.
little
No,
geek.
wait.
They is a
No,
little geek, though.
wax, man. Wax is not geek, dude. Yeah, I'm the only nigga on the stage
I'm
that
just
don't.
saying,
Like, come on
goddamn
now.
lean.
Come on now. I'm the only nigga on the stage that just keep it marijuana.
Little wax.
With a little wax. With a little wax. Hey, anyhow, man, we got a great motherfucking show for y'all tonight. I told y'all it's a special edition. We don't do this on Mondays. You already know it's a regular Friday night thing, but we made an exception tonight for this very beautiful lady that's coming to Smoking and Joking. So we're gonna take a quick break and come right back. I am your boy Tatu. He is Black on C-Bone.
The number
He
one
is
pick on the Dope Boy
Mr. Six
team.
Fish, Big Duke. He is Pele, PCP, and in the back we got DJ motherfucking Fool. We'll be right back on Smoking.
Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know.
Welcome back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Business here.
Like I said, man, very special edition tonight on Smoking and Joking. So we just gonna go ahead and dive right into it. Like I said, I want to bring a legendary, a very special, a Grammy Award winning, platinum album after platinum album after platinum album, to TV, to books, to film, to you name it. Hey, and without her, without Faith,
No CC the floor.
what do you have? Welcome to Smoking and Joking, Faith Evans!
We have come to be a brand new life I can see. I never knew there was a love like this before.
Yeah. Welcome. I gotta say, this is an honor. I know for me, I know for everybody on the panel, this is an honor to have you. Welcome to Smoking and Joking.
It's my pleasure to be here. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
We know you. I know you've been working hard. I've been seeing you. I see you've been picking up these shows with the '90s block party.
Oh, I got a couple of dates.
You got a
with
couple
them.
dates
Yeah,
with them?
just like 2 or 3.
Okay, hey, I saw that. How's that going?
I just did my first one actually. Funny story. In Memphis this past Friday, and we drove from Memphis to Atlanta. One of my faithfuls, that's what I call my fans, and some of them I really like keep in touch with. And one of them drove down there, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go to Atlanta. I'm gonna drive back with you. So me and my homegirls drove back in his car, and I drive like.
Well,
they call me,
hold on. You drove back with a fan?
yeah.
Wow.
I drove. I pushed it. Listen,
drove.
they call me New Jersey Drive,
So
right?
that's why you got Big Fizzy from the bricks in your
That's
New
me,
Jersey
Big Fizzy
Drive.
from the
Big
bricks.
Fizzy from the
All
bricks.
day. And we got a blowout right outside of Birmingham. And guess what I did?
Train to time.
Well, I figured
You
it
did
out.
not change
He ain't
the
have
time.
a
You
spare.
did not change
He ain't
the
even have a
time.
spare. We was ready though.
Very locked, loaded, ready.
He ain't
to
have
Y'all
a
was ready.
spare.
She was on this phone with AAA, on this phone with
With
the
Lyft?
Lyft.
Okay.
From
We was out of there.
You had Mo Wet with you?
I sure did.
Mo Wet, you was on that?
Yes, sir. She was the one ready to change
I done heard
the
about
spare.
her.
What you heard about
She
her?
probably standing behind the car with some motherfucker wood.
So
Wait,
you know,
Mo
she the one
Wet.
that had to pee. I'm gonna hold it till we can settle.
that's crazy though. Like just to even hear you say you hear them say you on the phone, you doing this, you trying to change time. That's real. Like we all been around a lot of artists. These two guys, they don't even like to roll their own blunts. I mean,
I know this nigga ain't said that.
I said Moet was the one about to change the time.
Moet was ready. Okay, well, you
Is
know
that
what?
Mo Wet or Moet?
Moet.
Mo Wet.
You're wet his ass up.
I got you.
Wait.
You're wet his ass up.
You said I get more wetter than your girl. You didn't hear her explanation.
Listen, Moet say I get more wetter than your girl do. That was her.
Yeah, right. She was trying to be clear that I understood what she was doing. She understood what I was saying.
Everybody on the same page.
So Faith, I gotta say, like, I am faithfully, like we all are, like this is huge for us. Like I said in the beginning, this is an honor. Like, so I want to go back to the beginning. You know, like to me, you're one of those artists who the ad-lib game just from the beginning just used to put me in a trance. You know what I mean?
Thank
and
you.
and it's
So nice.
and so like when I go back to the beginning and I ask you like when you used to sing background vocals on certain artists, did you used to have to hold back some?
Well, no, because I was never anyone's background singer. How it happened was, well, no, not like
said
that.
background.
No.
I said background vocals.
Still straight.
I
Those
did
shots
back. No,
gotta
I
be
mean,
clear.
I'm just clarifying it. I
Clarify,
did background
clarification.
vocals on a lot of the records that I was writing and arranging because I was coming up with the idea, and then I just lay it down, and a lot of times they would just keep my vocals when it wasn't my project. Because when I was working on my deal with Bad Boy, Puff was also working on Usher's first album and Mary's My Life album, which I wrote a lot on both of those and did a lot of arrangements. So he just kind of kept my vocals.
Okay.
So I wasn't per se like a background vocalist. I really wasn't trying to even get a record deal. Like I just could sing, and I used to record myself as a hobby as a teenager. So by the time I really met a Puff and I was there as my baby daddy's ride to the studio, right? I wasn't there like to meet or sing for him. And he needed somebody to sing this little part on this Usher song. But I was already like very professional, but it was a hobby for me. I was just knew I could sing and write songs, and maybe I'll make money at doing it. I thought I might sing in the hotel lobby. I just wanted to make money singing, you know what I mean? And
you didn't envision yourself being the Faith Evans, like
not so much. That was one possibility. It was just about me being successful with my gift, and being a recording artist was definitely not the main part in my vision of that.
Okay.
When I met him, I had on church clothes. I wasn't like, I'm here to get a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
use the ride.
yeah. And my daughter was in
Puff,
there.
when you met
Puff.
You know, I gotta. You just came on Smoking and Joking. I didn't hand you nothing. I didn't do anything.
It's all good. I can't prepare,
Now, hold
baby.
on. No. You don't have to. I know you can't prepare, but you have a choice. Like the beautiful ladies from TKT
Hold on,
prepared
find it
a
over there.
rose blunt for you.
What?
I don't know if you've ever smoked a rose blunt, but
I have
this is
not.
amazing. Shouts out to TKT. They said
Hey,
Faith. Listen.
KT, where I was at?
They said Faith has got to try this. So I have you a
Gotta
rose
bring more
blunt
than
here,
one.
So is
but
this an
always
actual
bring
rose?
more
it's
than one.
actually a
Rose
rose petal.
Always.
And
I
I,
tried to smoke out an onion paper before.
Onion
An
paper?
onion pill.
Wait, word.
how'd that work
Left
out?
Eye said that on that documentary, and I tried it. And-
Onion
Did it
pill.
work?
yeah, you just gotta try and keep it close.
You talking about the orange, the bronze
the
color?
outside.
Now, now answer this question. Did you do that when you were just out of lunch? You like, fuck it, I gotta smoke a
I was in somebody's house
Right.
studio, and they wasn't a smoker, and I was like, "You got an onion?"
If you don't like the rose, I got a backwood because I know you like the sponsor lease and the backwood. So if you don't like the rose, I got a backwood for you.
Yeah, I know
I forgot what I said.
No, you lied.
I forgot what I said. The
That.
strand of the day.
Alex, I got you. We're waiting.
I had to go all the way to the car.
So as you light that blunt and we go back,
You don't smoke it.
to the beginning of it, like you talk about your gift. Like where does that gift come from? Come from mom?
Well, my gift comes from God,
Right.
but my mom was a singer. The funny thing, my mom was the only black singer in this all-white band back in Florida, where I was born, where my family is from. So we're talking early 70s, and it was still, a time when, they were kind of acting a little funny toward the black girl, and they were like, she couldn't come in, and they were like, well, she's the leader of our band.
Okay.
My mom was like, used to hitchhike and all that to get to the next show, So obviously it came by a product of her being a singer. She never really got to live it out as having a real career, because she had me at a very young age. But yeah, my mom
So
was
you
a
took
singer.
up your mom's journey, basically.
I guess so.
So as Faith is growing up, who are some of the artists that you're listening to? Is it gospel driven? Is it R&B driven? Like what are some of the
Into the church.
Well, for the most part, early on, my grandparents raised me. My mom, she had me when she was like 17, about to graduate from high school. So I moved to New Jersey when I was like 6 months old, and then my mom graduated from high school like 6 months later. So she was always in my life, and she lived with us. But they took me to New Jersey while my mom, got ready to graduate. And living in their home, it was definitely very strictly gospel. But the funny thing is, the first song I sang in church was actually from the Flintstones.
Wow.
No, for real.
What song?
Okay, I know I'm older. Y'all know y'all 40s?
I love the Flintstones.
Anybody remember
Can you
that
listen to those
episode when Pebbles and Bam Bam performed? I think it was supposed to be the Hollywood Bowl, and they said, "So let the sun."
How did it go?
That was the first song I sang in church.
Hold on.
Yes.
Duke, you know it?
Yeah, I like the
See,
Flintstones.
that was my
I like the
favorite
Flintstones
one.
too, but I don't know that.
Yeah, it was a very epic
So
episode.
who the
What
water
do you
buffaloes
mean?
at, Duke? Who the water buffalo?
The little lodge that they went to.
I'm just checking your
Like
play.
the elves. Like the elves or something.
Faith.
Where's Grandma Dynamite? Where's Grandma Dynamite?
Hold on. Let me say
I
this.
don't know her.
Hold on.
Yeah, the little old ladies be blowing up, robbing the banks with the dynamite.
That's the new Flintstone.
No, nigga, that's the old one.
I know what you're talking about.
They had a little
But
baby that was robbing with him or something like that.
Later.
listen, I gotta say this, Faith. You have to be careful. Like you sit in between Duke and C-Bone, and it's like every
Oh,
time we
here you go
have,
with that shit.
every time we have
I'm on my best
a
behavior.
beautiful woman on the show, it's always some shit between these two. So just you know, just be
It
careful.
don't matter.
I mean, you know, shit between
I'm really a
us.
boy deep down, so
Okay, I got it.
I ain't worried.
Tattoo stars. You been Duke 86.
Right, man.
Y'all
Mr.
do.
Evans, right?
So you end up going to Fordham University.
I did. I went to Fordham on a. I was, always, into music and singing, but I was always very academically inclined. So, I kept my grades up. I was in the shut up. I was in the this little group of
What
kids
school
that.
was
No.
You were
This
in
group
the
of
dance
people that,
placement.
yeah.
That's right.
So
Smart people.
I actually got an academic scholarship that I didn't even apply for. Like I found out at my graduation.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
She's left-handed.
You left-handed?
what does being left-handed mean? Does
That means I
mean-
got my right mind. Hello.
I never knew that. I never knew that. I'm right.
I never knew that
I
either.
never
I
knew that.
thought left-handed was just kind of like,
That's what I thought.
What, a little awkward.
I throw it off a little bit.
Now when I punch you in your face, it's
That's Jersey.
That's that New Jersey. That's that New Jersey drive. That's that New Jersey drive shit.
That Jersey shit. Like she was dead ass serious. You know, I'm not punching you. I'm fucking
I saw you left it though.
That's the new
I see how you and Bear hooked up. I get it now. Nah, I get it now, man. I get it now. I get it.
What do you mean?
She a real one. I get it now, man. She a real one.
So
What we got this time?
No, I'm talking about something else.
Okay.
You gotta watch him, baby. You're slick.
so
Caught that shit, huh?
so after Fordham, Faith, what are you doing after that? Like, did you finish school? Or
I did not. I actually got pregnant with my daughter China after my first year at Fordham.
Okay.
And her dad, who is a producer, he at the time was working with Christopher Williams heavily. And when he convinced me to have the baby, he was like, "We gonna move to LA and get married and da
Did
da
it take a
da."
long time to convince you?
No.
All right.
And I mean, the thing is, we weren't even like in a relationship like together. But I don't know.
Right.
It seemed a little bit more. I don't know. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
So
right.
I left and moved to
Made
LA
the
when
shape.
I was pregnant with my
What you
daughter.
call it, that?
Pounds?
I pound. He pounds or I pound.
No, y'all both pounds. You pounds first, then you pounds the other.
I don't know if he pounds.
That's the one.
I don't know if he pounds.
She pounds. She was the
I moved to LA. He was working with Christopher Williams. Actually, that's really the first time I met Puff, but I always asked, like, I'll be like, did you remember me? Because I was pregnant one time and they had me come to the studio real quick to do some vocals on a Chris record that Puff produced.
Okay.
But again, I wasn't trying to be an artist. I just was like already talented, and I would be at the house cooking and
I don't know
just
about
go in
that,
there and put vocals on their records, and somebody would hear it like, who is that? And fast forward, I actually ended up working with Al B. Short through my daughter's dad too.
Okay,
And this
that's
is
good
like, after we went back to Jersey after that whole thing fell through, I actually used to take him to the studio. He was producing with Al B. Short. He used to disappear a lot and not to another state. Like, we ain't know where he was at. Like,
Damn. You your baby daddy?
yeah, so.
Oh, he was getting money. What you
One time, Al had heard one of these songs that I put my voice on. I'm in the studio with the baby, And he was like, this is you? Like, you've been coming here all this time just sitting here and this is you doing this thing. So one of the times that her dad disappeared, and I think I came to pick him up, or, you know, maybe it was a regular thing that I used to come and meet him and he wasn't there. And I was like, well, I mean, you know, I guess I'll see you when I see you, Al, if he ain't here. And he was like, he told me don't stop coming. He told me to keep coming, and he paid me. Like, I was on welfare, and he started paying me every week to just come, and he started calling me the doctor. Like, he would just play something for me and say, go hook it up. Like, I'll rearrange it and stack all the harmonies. And I didn't get a deal, but shortly after that is when, you know, the whole Puff session, and, you know, Al was heavily thinking about trying to sign me as well. But he definitely kind of was a lifeline. You know what I mean? Like, I was on welfare and getting food stamps and breaking down in the middle of the tunnel
I got a question for you.
with my baby, and he made sure I had money, you know, every week. So.
You keep saying that you really didn't want a record deal, right? That you didn't come to the studio to get a record deal.
I'm not sold on that.
I got something.
by that.
I know what you mean. I know what I'm asking. Was you doing it like to put a wall up just in case you was getting one, somebody to accept you, and you was like, really?
Well,
like,
no,
I ain't
that
trying,
just
but goddamn.
wasn't my, no.
Because you keep saying it, but you've been doing a lot of shit in the studio, but you're like, I don't want a record.
Right.
Let me go back before Fordham. I was in a little gospel group, right? And we had a little, you know, couple of little, you know, 45 records out.
That's right.
And the dude that we used to record with, he was in the Bronx, right around the corner from Fordham. So I used to actually go to his studio on the side. He taught me how to record myself. Still, I say this to everybody all the time, like, not knowing recording was going to be a huge part of my life. It became a hobby. Like, I would sneak out the window, get whoopings, because I was sneaking to the Bronx, you know, just because he taught me how to record myself. But it was just a new lane of music for me. Right. You know what I mean? I sang everywhere. I did funerals, retirement parties. I just wanted to sing. You know what I'm saying? So on everything, being an artist, that wasn't like the forefront of my vision. Like, that, if that happened, yeah, but that wasn't. One time somebody wanted me to meet Teddy Riley. I was like, well, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, I went and met him, but I was like, okay, not like F him, but I'm like, what that got to do with me? Do he have a check? Like, is he gonna save my life right now?
So let me.
That means you wanted a deal.
I wanted to make money.
You wanted to make money.
And it wasn't about a record deal. I just wanted to make money with my gift on everything. I sang at weddings. I started charging like you're gonna have to pay me something, like, you know.
You know, hearing your story and even reading your story, it sounds like fate had a lot to do with a lot of your successes. Like you said, you was just a ride to the studio in the beginning when you got the deal. Like, how long did it take from that ride for you to get the deal with Bad Boy?
No, the same day that
you got the deal the same day.
The same day that I brought them to the studio, they were pitching a record to be on Usher's first album, and Puff was already working on a song. And then he needed someone, I guess he was about to call someone to send a female to the studio. And they was like, oh, Mama could sing. And, you know, they was like, can you come sing this line? And I was like, excuse me, Mr. Puffy, can I change it around? But I had already been super dope just in my own little world, just doing stuff at home. You know, so I had an answer machine with a whole record on it that I did, you know, with a tape recorder.
But she wasn't trying to get a deal, though. She wasn't trying to get a deal.
So all this happened first time you gave me a ride.
As soon as I came out the booth from doing this little part and
it ain't the niggas, her baby dad.
He asked me to sit down and he was like, yo, do you want to sign to my new label?
Wow.
Immediately.
First time.
That's amazing. Like that,
I didn't have a demo, or you know what I'm saying, and I mean,
it feels like that might happen about the 6th time or 7th time. You know what I'm saying? The first time I give you a ride.
With this particular producer, it was, yes. I was always their ride.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad outside when niggas need to ride to the studio. Don't know what it might turn into.
You know, I read that about you. You know, like, we gonna get into, you know, the Biggie stuff, RIPB. We gonna get into that later. But I read that, like, you used to give him a ride everywhere around and just chill in the car while he was in there dropping vocals. Like, so, you know, like Duke said, like Duke said in the beginning, like, Faith is the true definition of pouncer. For everybody that's been watching Smoking and Joking from the first season, she's a pouncer. Like, it's like, yeah, you get in the situation and you make it happen. Like, you know, I want to dive into, you know, I want to fast forward to the album, but first I want to take a quick break. And we'll be right back on Smoking!
Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know.
Welcome back,
Jack! Say it,
I need
Jack.
to jack at you, baby. Welcome back.
Jack.
Hey, I'll take that.
We know that next time. Hey, listen, man. Y'all already know what it is. Faith. We just left off with, you know, you being the ride,
Oh, not the ride.
getting the deal the same. That's what it
Same
was.
day, yeah.
When we
The
last
ride,
left
getting
off,
the deal the same
Faith
day.
was the ride.
Was it New Jersey
Let's
drive?
It was.
Let's fast forward to the very first project. Faith. Dropped in 95.
Good year.
Good year.
Great.
Very great year.
Great.
Like, what was the process in making the album, Faith?
Wow. Wow. Well, Big and I were together, and his music came out before mine. Although we got married like in August of '94, so shortly after, he may have had a single out. I don't really remember, but shortly after that, you know, he kind of just took off. So he was gone all the time. So while I was making my album, you know, I would be trying to do a session and then finish and fly out to go meet him somewhere, or you know, I may not be able to because I got a week full of sessions, you know. So that album was really just, most of the stuff was just all the emotions that I was feeling, you know. Because I mean, we were married
What's up with that
during that
you
whole
fly
time.
out?
And that's what you know, because that album, like, that started it for me. You know what I mean? And like, when I talk about the ad-lib game and it was ridiculous, and it was almost like it was you living out your life on the album. That's what it felt like to me. You know what I mean? Was that the process?
It really was. It really was. I mean, a lot of songs on there were the direct product of, you know, a specific moment that happened right before it. Like, you know, there's a song that's like a fan favorite on there called You Don't Understand, which I remember the night I recorded that. I drove to D.C. from New York to record with Chucky Thompson. And like, me and Big was on the phone arguing the whole time. And I'm in the studio.
What y'all arguing about?
Who knows?
I
don't know.
know.
But I mean, I was literally like in the booth crying the whole time, but I had to get a song, you know, I had to get the song done. I drove 5
You
hours,
missed your
you
flight. I
know.
know what y'all talking about.
So
You
I
supposed
was
to be on the
like,
8 o'clock.
but it's funny, that whole album, it was so much stuff I wanted to fix, because I'm like, you know, even back then, aside from the emotion, we would go, this before Pro Tools. Like, remember, we used to go to the
real.
club and have to come back and finish the record after they done cut the,
right.
slice the tape. And I was like, we done been smoking and partying all night. I'm hoarse on a lot of it.
Used to be
But
real,
Papa
baby.
be like, no, it's raw, it's
gotta
feeling.
stack
Just a lot of stuff like I still be cringing, like, oh, I wanted to fix that. But, you know, thankfully that album became a classic, you know.
Right, and you know, with you saying that, that was something I always wondered. Like, do you go back and listen to your work, and it's like, God damn, I should have did it like this, or I should have did it like that. Like, how
Some
often
stuff
I-
I be like, oh, I'll kill that now. Like,
right.
kill that now.
So do you know, I watched the little the little movies and shit, Notorious and all that. And so you know that when you I know you say you taking flights and stuff, and they had a scene where you I just had a scene where you popped up on him and whooped him.
I didn't
whatever.
whip him. I whooped her.
Whooped her.
He believed in TV.
So I was just saying though.
Well, that was true.
Okay, talk to me.
That was true.
Right. I don't believe in TV. So please. So I was saying, like, with some of those songs, I know you say a lot of them from experience and stuff. With some of those, you know what I'm saying, emotions and stuff coming as a result of what was going on at that time.
All of it. But I mean, I don't know if there was a song specifically about one of them moments. I think my album may have been done. I don't know, you know. But back to your point, that was a true situation. It wasn't just TV.
Who you whoop?
It was some girl.
I
I mean, a couple of people, but in the movie,
Was
particularly,
it this? Was it some of this? The left?
Did you see it?
it was a left, right, a
So-
kick, a
so-
hook,
so-
an
a
elbow,
lot of shit.
So,
a
Space,
shoulder,
Yeah, a lot
a
of
knee.
I gotta ask you, you know, like, since we talking about the movie, since we talking about the movie, like a lot of times there are biographical films that people see and they like, that's not how that shit happened. You know what I mean? And with Notorious, like, was that a true depiction of how do you feel about how it portrayed you as well as the whole situation during that time?
I feel like it betrayed me, and there was nothing that I took issue with, you know.
Okay.
I mean, I had to for them to use my
Damn right. Knock
life
the sign
rights,
off.
but I mean, aside from that, I think the one thing that sometimes people, and you know, I get it, you don't always remember these things or even know them when you watching stuff, but it's not like Big ever did a autobiography, so it's not like based on Big's book or, you know. Actually, the movie was based on some interviews that Cheo Hodari Parker, who wrote the screenplay, some interviews he did with Big, like, you know, not just shortly before he died, but I think a few interviews he did with him throughout his career, as well as other people's stories about situations. So, like, for example, the scene in Notorious where there's he's in the studio with Junior Mafia and Kim, and I come in the studio or something like that. Like, I very rarely went to their sessions, but there were a few I went to, but I probably didn't even know that happened. You feel what I'm saying? If I left, that's somebody else probably that was like, yeah, and then Faith left and she was mad because, like, I don't remember that. It didn't happen where I saw that.
When you showed up, was everybody terrified? Like, oh shit, Faith.
What do you mean? Everybody fuck with me. I'm cool as hell.
Oh shit, she got more wet with her. Oh shit, she got the shooter.
He just said, like, you know, oh shit,
Let me just say this.
what's going on?
The funny thing is, and everybody that like gets to, you know, I'm such a very cool and chilled and laid back person, right? But
Her friends are not.
The movie
shut up. No, but no. But those stories are very true. But those were in the moments, you know, of me kind of like breaking, like I broke.
That's
Like,
something to break for.
you know what I'm saying?
I would like to ask you a question.
But I'm not
on
mad
this
that the reputation precedes me. Like, don't even play games, because you know I am that cool. I don't go outside looking for no problem with nobody. I be like, hey, you know, I'm giving everybody a hug.
You ready?
I mean, if I need to be, I ain't looking for to have a problem.
Hold on, let me ask a quick question.
No, but she in my back pocket
Hey,
somewhere.
Faith, I would like to ask a question about this, since we own this subject. Unfortunately, our two brothers gone, Pop and Biggie gone. So, like you said just a second ago, people are telling their stories from stories. When we gonna get a Faith Evans story so that we hear the true story before somebody else get to telling some lies about you, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so, you know,
I did do an autobiography. So I did, unlike some other people, I did. So it's still available. It's called Keep the Faith. It's just that it left off.
It was a New York Times
It was
bestseller,
a New York
as a
Times
matter of
bestseller.
fact.
But it left off in
I'm talking
2008.
about a film.
I am. I'm working on a biopic right now.
Yes, ma'am.
But, you know, to be quite honest, I'm kind of wrestling with it because I want it to be the real. I don't want it to have to be condensed to fit into a 1 hour on a certain network, or you feel what I'm saying? My story is way too colorful for that. Like, my life is crazy and funny way before I got to Bad Boy. Like, you know, some of the things that people be like, wait, what? That happened to you? Wait, hold up. Wait, what? Like, you know?
You know what, Faith? I gotta ask you this, like, because your son played in the movie. Your and Big son played in the movie. And that was something that wasn't even on your mind. Angela Bassett kind of brought that to fruition. Is that correct? Like,
No,
how did that
actually,
happen?
Miss Wallace,
Miss Wallace.
what happened was they had auditioned a bunch of kids already. And one time Miss Wallace came to LA to meet Angela Bassett, and she was staying at our house. And she was like, she asked me, why doesn't CJ audition? I was like, CJ? I was like, I don't think he wants to. I don't know. So I asked him, did he want to? He said, okay. And he read for the director, and they immediately were very impressed. They had already auditioned like hundreds of kids. And when she was like, well, if he impressed them, why the hell can't you do it? You know? I mean, he had the part. And I mean, but it's not like he didn't have to, he didn't just get the part because he was his son. You know, he auditioned for it and he really impressed them. And she was like, well, shit, why not? It makes sense. And it was great for him. He got a real crash course in you know, other things about his dad's life. I mean, Miss Wallace, even her house is just like a museum, a big museum. So him growing up and always being around her and us still having the close bond we have with C's and everybody, it's not like I have had many moments of him really asking stuff about his dad. But I do feel like when he did the movie, it really kind of gave him a different insight on a lot of different things, you know.
Right. So when you first met Big, like, because we hear, I hear a lot of stories from a lot of different people, and they just talk about how much charisma he had, and just how he just would light up a room and talk. Like, when you first met him, though, did you know that instantly, or was that something that had to grow on you?
Well, when we first met, it was also kind of a crash course that whole day. Things kind of happen like that in my life for some reason. But we met at this photo shoot, and I had a car, and it just so happened, we didn't really talk about this, but Hurricane G, she used to be with the Hit Squad. Right. She was with me at this photo shoot. I picked her up because I dropped my daughter China off at Redman's house, who's like, Redman used to be my boyfriend when I was in the 9th grade. So like, it's
too much going on.
Shout out some college bars. See, we had Redman on the show.
Yeah, but no, we like, that's my daughter's godfather. Like, you know, it never went anywhere past. We family, like, forever. Like, that's my brother, like, for real. That was some childhood stuff. But his sister was one of my best friends, so that's kind of how we came to know each other. But either way, no, she's not his baby. No. Nonetheless, I had taken my daughter to Red's house, and Gloria was there, and she wanted a ride to the city. I said, I got to go to this photo shoot. I'll drop you off in Brooklyn after. Big in them, he didn't even know me when I went to this photo shoot. Puff had this little photo shoot for his new artist. It was supposed to be me, Total, Craig Mack, rest in peace, and Big.
Wow.
And it was just ended up being me, Big, and Craig Mack. And so throughout the day, I had some pictures I had just gotten developed, and Big was, you know, trying to make small talk when we had a break, looking at my photos, asking about my daughter. He asked me, could I give them a ride back to Brooklyn? And it was like him and Junior Mafia, right?
It's always the ride.
That's what I said.
Gotta give nigga a ride.
How was you always having a whip?
New Jersey Drive.
Oh, you was on the hot line? You was driving the hot line?
I had like a 4Runner.
There you go.
No, wait, hold on. Just like
Even
a
if it ain't mine,
just a
it's mine.
$5,000 car. That wasn't a Hyundai.
Hold on, Big said.
No, I mean, I had just got my deal. But see, I had a little money. Like, I was writing too. I would get my little writer's fee. But I think he probably was also in his mind like, wait, who is this girl? And he found out I was actually on the label. What is she doing with Hurricane Gloria, who was actually an artist that was out at the time? Like, you know. So when he found that I was taking her to Brooklyn, he asked me to take them back. And the whole trip to Brooklyn was nothing but, like, jokes and laughs, and that's when they realized that I just fit right in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm right there, boom, 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 like I got a check. And you know, by the time I dropped him off, he was like,
You had the deal.
no, he said, I'm gonna call you.
I sure had the deal.
He said, I'm gonna call you, but I hadn't given him my number. You remember you used to have to drop your picture thing off and, you know, go to the thing and get your phone number on the envelope. I didn't know he had taken my number off the envelope.
He got off the envelope.
Yeah, so he called me actually later that day, and I was like, "How you get my number?" And he told me, and I thought that was kind of cute. And
You like that?
yeah, it was kind of But he was like, kind of like, "How do you know you
same
went
thing happened in
right?"
2018? Like, this stalking ass.
Well, it's not like that though. I'm way in a whole different place. Like, I don't know if it'll be even that easy like that.
Nah, 'cause that same shit.
But that was just that was meant to be. That was, you know, that was God ordained right there.
I respect it.
Absolutely. Right, absolutely. And like, you know, a lot of people like when that marriage happened talked about, you know, it being like a publicity thing.
That's funny. I told them that. They was like, I never heard that. I was like, yeah, I remember hearing that.
A lot of people talked about it being a publicity thing, like, and you know, was that just because they didn't know that certain side of Big, or?
I don't know who they is, but
I mean, I'm just saying.
I remember hearing
They always
that.
out there though.
I can't answer that because I don't know. It never that had nothing to do with anything. Puff didn't even know.
Okay.
We just kind of went to the Justice of the Peace, and one of my best friends, a guy friend of mine, had just gotten married at the Justice of the Peace, and you know, Big used to always joke on him. And so he told me to call him. That's how I knew he was serious, when he told me to call my homeboy that just got married upstate. Like, call him and find out what we got to do. Like, I was like, really? Like, okay. But we did it very, you know.
That's powerful.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't 7 days like people say. It was more, it was a few months, like 2.5 months maybe, which is still a short period of time. But it wasn't 7 days after we met that we got married. That's not true.
Oh, that was the word?
Yeah, I mean, I still see that. I still see that being said quite a bit.
I never know that.
Yeah.
7 days.
So, you know, you being married to Big and some of the things that's going on. Like I read that you didn't like to travel a lot, and even some of the shows you wouldn't be a part of because of the things that was going on. I gotta go back to is that what I hear on those records? Like,
No. That was, this is post that. I think what you're talking about is the fact that I didn't, remember this Puff did this whole big Bad Boy Family tour back then.
Right.
I never went on, I never toured with the Bad Boy Family until this 2 years ago when we did the tour.
right.
Because at that time, we were going through it, and I found out about Kim, and he was dating the girl Charlie Baltimore, Tiffany at the time, and I was like, what? And they was asking me to do it as a promo, and nigga, I had like,
You already getting money.
Oh,
You already getting money.
what are you talking about? I got a gold out, like a gold single, a damn near gold album. And I could do like 2 songs on the weekend and get like 10 G's. What is you talking about? No way am I going to do that for free.
Right.
In what reality will that happen?
Right.
That makes no sense, and $0. And so, and add to that the fact that my husband and all this drama, I was like, I'm not doing it, and I'll be fucking somebody up every day.
And you gotta be the bitch.
I just said, I fell back.
That's what I was waiting on.
I'm gonna go and get my little 10 G's a weekend and enjoy my pregnancy. Was I pregnant at the time? I don't remember, but yeah, I wasn't trying to do that.
Well,
That's definitely what you're talking about.
Absolutely. And just speaking upon your first album, your second album, and your third album, like, you come from going platinum. Like when I look at music right now today, like a lot of artists, it's not about the record sales. You know what I mean? Like I don't see a lot of
records don't really sell right
I don't
now.
see a lot of albums that come out like your first album did 1.5, your next album $1 million, the next album $1 million. And what do you think is the cause of that?
What, of the decline in actual commercial sales?
In R&B.
Well, I think,
Getting rid of it.
I mean, there's a lot of different factors. I mean, the
Female
fact that
R&B,
things
male
have
R&B.
gone digital, number one. I mean, streaming has taken over sales. There ain't no damn record stores. There ain't nowhere to buy, so it's like they're not even really trying to make them and put the money into.
But why are the R&B records not streaming the way?
I mean, it's just not the most popular genre right now. But the good thing about it is if you do very few and far between. It's hard to sell a record.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
a one record.
It's a big difference. It's a big difference now.
Yeah, but
Even outside of R&B. But I mean, obviously, it's definitely taken a very steep nosedive. But I mean,
man, I heard
but guess
I heard
what?
Waka Flocka wife went platinum. I never heard her song in my life. She got a certified platinum, and all that shit.
No, I mean I say that to say because
internet
like my children, like
She got some
they're in their
platinum,
teens, and they don't really listen to R&B the way we did.
They don't
That's
do
up
shit
to
like
us.
that.
My kids listen to everything.
I listen to it though, like, and that's what I'm
Where
saying.
you
I
hear
play
it, though?
I'm an R&B.
See,
like, that's
it
what I
ain't on the
listen to.
radio.
I got a
like
question
that.
you ask your
That's
kid.
what I'm
They're trying to get rid of
What
it.
you gonna make love?
Ask your
don't
kid.
hear it.
You go ask your kid. Everybody ask their kid if you go home. Like, have you ever heard the term slow dance and slow drag? And watch how your kid look at you. And do that when you go home. Say, have you ever slow dance and slow drag with your girl? Just watch.
Well, your radio programming
We
don't
don't
do
do
that
that no
though.
more.
They don't play that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can't
program
make love
ain't
to
no-
twerk.
You don't hear
Twerk.
that too much unless you playing a side chick or
I can't.
you know what I'm saying. That's their little song.
I'm just saying it's a different
cheating on his
time.
girl.
It's a different time.
They don't really hear that.
It
kind
is,
of
but
stuff
you know
anymore.
what? It still can be very lucrative if you get, Like Frankie Beverly and Maze, they ain't had a record
man,
out
you
in
gotta
20
work,
years,
man.
and they doing gigs
book.
300 days out the
Right.
year.
Right.
Frankie Beverly
So-
don't sing.
work for
One
everyone.
night.
I'm just saying, if I was first, I have a son that's my 11, soon to be 11-year-old. He's on the autism spectrum, so I have to really, fall back a lot to really. I want to be, present and make sure he's getting the stuff he needs, his services. So I don't do a whole lot of stuff, but if I really wanted to, I mean, if I didn't want to make a record and just be on the road, I could definitely make a great living doing that. Aside from the fact that I am a writer, it ain't like I don't, get other streams of income. I still be pitching TV shows and,
Well, since we talking about the TV shows, like you did the TV shows on the Diva. Not only were you a part of the cast, you co-executive produced that. What's the biggest difference between music and television?
Well, that's a tricky question because with that particular show, I don't think it would be a fair comparison because, I like to say that was my test run as an EP and creator, because we kind of got something kind of stolen from up under us. It didn't quite end up the way we wanted it to be presented, but, the difference. I mean, when I've done actual TV outside of reality TV, that's something that is really cool. Like, you kind of got it's mapped out, everything is scheduled and, you're getting your money. So I would love to be able to do something like that, but.
You have anything in the works? You thinking of like Faith? It's going to be Faith project I want to put out on my own?
Aside from my biopic,
That's what I'm waiting
I mean.
What you waiting on?
Are you speaking musically or just
Both, everything.
otherwise? I mean,
Avenue, you said at Streams of Avenue,
Right.
Avenue, whatever.
revenue stream.
Revenue stream, yeah.
I mean, I'm working on a couple of different music projects. I'm gonna do a project with my daughter, China. I am pitching a show that's kind of, it's not really about me. It's kind of based on one of my friends' lives, but it's a really good script that someone wrote about me that I thought should be, But I'm always kind of just taking meetings. I'm like, whatever's going about to bring home the bacon, let me kind of put my focus on that, to be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? So outside of music, I'm doing a couple of TV things.
I gotta ask you. You did the project, The King and I, and one of the records on there was the 10 Wife Commandments, with the 10 Crack Commandments. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm sure everybody feel the same way.
Give me
But,
one. One. That was your favorite song. I'm top of that shit.
Slug hit your temple, watch your frame shake up. Can't take you, did your makeup. When you pass, your girl fuck your man Jacob. Hershey suck a good dick and cook a steak up. Hey, whatever. Gotta go, more past the bake up. Word up, yeah, But she did the 10 Wife Commandments on that album. Doing that project, was that difficult for you, or was it like a celebration? How was doing that project?
It was a lot of fun, and it was also I don't know. I guess I kind of impressed myself a little bit because I had to be very creative, to not know. It's not like I knew what masters they really acquired or what I had to work with, or so in one sense. I had to kind of work with what they had. If it wasn't like a Salam Remy or Stevie J even had some vocals. Like the couple of producers I worked with had Biggie vocals.
Glad you brought that. Keep going. I didn't hope.
You know what?
He was a producer.
I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
What's wrong with Stevie J?
No, keep going. So that album was more of a celebration.
Right, but I had to be very creative because I had to figure out what am I gonna do? Am I gonna use him? Am I gonna sing around him? Am I gonna use his hook? I really did,
because
I decided all of those things,
to each other.
And I made it into a story,
shit,
so. I mean, I was actually impressed when I was finished with it,
Was Big talking to you during the making of that project?
I think so. I mean, and to be honest, it was one session toward the end of recording. And I won't say during the time, other than me feeling good about what was coming out. But there was one night when I was actually recording out here at Tree Sound, and I was like,
Sound.
just talking to like everybody in the room, like, you know, everybody was vibing to the song. And I just was going around like, thank you so much for being, like, you know, the writers, the whoever, the producer, whoever it was, the engineer. And then I just was talking to one of the girls that was writing with me, and I was like, I think he just told me to do that. And I just started crying, like, out of nowhere. Like, so I really felt like a real tap, like, you know, like, you did your thing type of thing. You know, I was in my own emotions in the corner of the room, and then I ran out like, I don't want nobody to see
I'm
me
going to
crying.
take you to my R&B side. I don't know all this stuff. I got to get my R&B. Something I'm missing. It's the 10 Wife Commandments.
It's the 10 Wife Commandments. But
Well, it's not just R&B. It's Big is on the album too.
I mean, I didn't hear this. I'm sorry.
it's the king in that, and like she was just talking about, like she used his verses, she used his voice, and she spliced stuff. She got songs where it's like they talking back and forth to each other. You know what I mean? She got parts where he's on the hook, and she's got, like, it's ridiculous. Like, really, the whole project.
No, I just put it
No,
up
she's
there.
not 97. I mean, 2017. Yeah, 2017.
It just came out last year.
Yeah. So I, you know, Faith.
I look like I'm sorry for it.
Bone, the thing is, like, there's certain artists, you know.
I'm sorry, Faith. Look at that.
For real.
No, but it's certain artists, like,
Oh, God.
it's certain artists, like, not only when you hear their voice, but when you go to their shows, like, you can see every woman in the audience just stand up and sing their shit. Like, if Spoon plays some shit right now, every woman here will
Who
stand
can really
up and
sing
sing
in here?
Faith shit. It don't matter.
Who?
You know what I mean? So,
She
like,
can really sing. I don't know about
when
you.
you
You roll with her. I ain't talking about you.
I can't get them back for the rest of the
when you do your shows now, how can I? When you do your shows now, do you put as much vocally into the shows, or is it more such as they know all my shit, and sometimes
Oh, you know,
I can
Frankie
just take the
Beverly.
mic out and I can relax a little bit
You know, with the
vocally
Frankie
as
Beverly.
opposed to when you first came out.
Joy.
I never feel that way. I never really feel like I can relax vocally, to be quite honest, when I perform. I think more so in recent years, I enjoy performing more than ever. Like, you know, it's a lot more. I'm a lot more comfortable, and I never look at it like that. I don't even think, you know, it's not even like I have like a certain thing that I do every time. I try to do certain ad-libs on certain singles that I know people know that I make sure I do them. But other than that, I don't even think I sing the songs the same way. You know what I mean? I feel like I gotta make sure I go in. And that's not even doing the most risk, just making sure. I don't know. I'm in a different place when I be.
And that's what I mean. Like, a lot of artists that I watch, you know what I mean? Like, when you watch them when they first come out, it's almost like every ad-lib on the song is sung hard, like almost like the same way, as opposed to 10 years later, it's almost like, let me relax and save a little bit, or
Yeah.
you don't.
I can't really do that.
Uh-oh.
Only song that I.
Ain't what I'm talking about.
The only song that I do, like, I give the mic to my fans is Love Like This. That's usually my last song, and I bring some fans on stage to party with me, and I, you know, kind of pass the mic around, but that's it.
You know, I got a question about, you know, this generation and your generation. How do you feel about the younger generation singing with the track up under their seat?
Like the auto-tune, you
Yeah,
mean?
no,
That's
not
the
auto-tune.
laid back shit.
Oh, you mean with, like, when you perform and have,
Yeah,
well,
we
even
didn't
people
have, we didn't
that,
have no track on it. It was just
I know people
talking
that
about.
do that are very, number one, great singers, great performers, but sometimes, I mean, given different factors, you may want that if, like, for example, if you want
Will
to
Faith come out with a
singing,
track up under her?
I haven't yet performed with it, but if I needed it, I ain't gonna lie to you, I may have to have it. It might be a
situation.
night where y'all been going 6 nights hard and
Right.
your voice is out. I don't know, but I mean that doesn't mean somebody can't sing or they being lazy.
But the new generation, they don't rap now.
I don't. I've never performed with like my backgrounds are always in
Right,
my
absolutely.
tracks, but you know that's because it's me singing them. You know.
That's called cheating to me, though, I think.
No, I don't think so.
But I just.
Well, if it's to the point, if it's to the point where the audience feels like they don't feel like you're giving them anything, yeah. But sometimes they're there and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it depends on how
It's just cell phone, man. That's like cell phone. You don't know.
You could tell if somebody ain't really putting nothing into it though.
Yeah. When I was saying that, I wasn't even talking about them putting anything in.
Well, he
I was.
Like even when like you referenced Frankie Beverly and Mays, like when I go to some of his shows, like
He don't even sing.
He
He horse hand.
Joy!
It's just like the crowd
they
is
got
singing
so
the
many
whole-
fans, right?
Right.
Sunshine!
That's fine. That's the beauty in doing it for that long. I mean,
Yeah, but
That's a blessing.
it is. That's what I was saying, like about like there are certain artists that do that, like, and to me, like you, Mary J. I can't think of nobody else, but like when you know certain shows that I've been to, I can watch all the women in the audience sing the words.
Hey, I don't know what people.
Hey, listen.
he caught a vibe real
Yeah,
quick.
he did. And with them catching his vibe, is it okay if we take a quick break? We come
Whatever
right
y'all
back.
wanna do.
All right, listen.
I'm your guest.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the beautiful Faith Evans on Smoking!
Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know.
Welcome back,
Jack!
Yeah!
Say it!
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Say it with
Listen,
your
man.
chest.
Y'all already know what it is, man. We got the beautiful Faith Evans here with us. We just kicking the shit, smoking the joking shit. You know what I'm talking about. Faith,
What happened?
everything happened.
Boy,
Yeah, I got.
You here.
First of all, the one thing that happened is between Faith, Faithfully Yours, Keep the Faith, the books, The King and I. Those are all baby making projects. That's what happened with me. Like, you know,
You made how many kids you got?
9.
Boy, I know ain't that.
No, you
Hold up.
tell her how many kids you got, please.
you know what I mean? I got some kids.
Okay.
And I would like to say that you contributed to.
What about that?
Really? Wait,
Man.
what? Did she really contribute or you
No.
Say this up like all that shit on you,
Everybody
Frank.
in here that has children, she contributed. Am I wrong?
Well, they may not be of an age where
Right,
that
everybody,
was.
some of them might be
you know,
right.
Everybody in here has children to Faith and the baby
I was
making.
one of the biggest fans of hers. I don't think I had a child. I told her that.
Whatever, dude. I'm just saying. It's a compliment. You see what I'm saying?
I'll take it, but I was just
Right.
saying they may not be. It may not have been in the rotation
Right,
at the
dude,
time
that's
when
right.
they decided to get busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Faith was definitely in the rotation.
If not, he putting it in tonight.
right.
Hey, that's another story. Hey, but
You were supposed to ask me about the bear
Is
story.
he? Hold on, I know, I got you.
I was supposed
Right,
to ask you about the
exactly.
West
I
Store.
got you. You only know
Bad
the
Lope
best.
story.
Faith, Miss
Oh.
Faith Evans. We have a special guest that's brought you to Smoking Joke.
That's right.
That's right.
He goes
I'd
by
like for
Big
him to
Blue
come on
Corner.
on.
Can you tell us the Smoking and Joking story about what's this infamous
Yeah,
smoking
why
story?
Bell Oak don't smoke?
About
no
the
more?
What's
boss.
the story?
Well, I don't know that he ever really smoked, but one time,
He smoked with me
when
one
I
time,
well,
too.
no, I'm not saying he did not, but I know when I met Bear and when he was road managing 112, right? Okay, managing one. When I met Bear, he was
yeah, clear
managing
it up.
112,
Hey, clear it
and they
up.
had a little 2-bedroom apartment in the city, right? And
That's why she treats you
Is
like
that right?
She put the road in
Okay.
front of her. That's why she used to respect this shit.
All six of
Okay.
them.
well, because he traveled with them, so
Okay.
you know.
No, we college sport. We do that.
Nonetheless,
Oh, man.
one time
Hey.
Well, I used to actually stash when I moved out of me and Big's apartment when
Yeah,
we
right.
broke up. So they play a part in that story because I like asked them, not could I stay there, but I had like all these hockey bags with my clothes and shoes, and they let me keep my stuff at their little 2-bedroom apartment with like with all of them, 112, all of them living in there. Like, and they let I come and cook for them sometimes, and dodge Big's phone calls over there, like he'd be looking for me. But then when I finally moved into my new apartment on West Side Highway, Western Avenue, they used to come and check on me one time. Big
Why was
came
you
over
dodging
there.
Big call?
I don't know.
That's another story.
Just,
I guess.
Speaking of 112, did 112 really have? I heard they had to really audition for you. Did they audition for you, or how did that work when they first?
well, they didn't have to, but Puff flew me and Chucky Thompson to Atlanta and said, I want y'all to tell me, to hear this group that I'm thinking about signing and tell me, what y'all think. Man,
So you
when
had a
we
big
met
part
them,
in it.
I was
How
like,
did you
hell
feel?
yeah, you should
blown
sign
away?
them. Like, they just started singing and we ended up, around the piano singing gospel songs together.
How do you feel about the Atlanta and the New York, like, kind of switching sides a little bit, as far as the music industry goes? Like, when we, like in the late '90s, it was New York, New York, New York. Now it's Atlanta, Atlanta, Atlanta.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, no, I'm not.
We got the ball.
We got the
and
ball.
You can't get it.
Okay, I don't.
I ain't jumping on you. I'm just saying. How do you feel about it? I mean, I guess I see how you feel about it.
I don't know what you mean. You mean because there's a large amount of artists from down here that's really popping?
Well, we need that the last 15
I don't really know what you mean by that.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you what I mean.
Music
I'm not taking sides. I don't know either one of them things.
What I mean, I mean, working. I mean, working. Like, we used to have to go to New York and work. Like when Bell was up, he had to go
But
to
the
New York.
funny thing is, when I lived down here, well, you said
I was
now,
picking
because
that
when I
back
lived
off your
here,
story, right.
I lived here for like 6 years, from like 2000 to 99 to 2005,
Okay, that's what
and I actually had to travel all the time to work because it was a little weird. Like for me, when I was here, it was like a little cliquey. It's not like I was in the studio with different people until I ended up building a studio in my house. Got more work done, when I lived here. But now it may be a little different, but that may also have to do with the fact that
So you're not
I don't
saying we
network
got the ball.
same
You're not
way.
saying Atlanta has the juice right now.
I don't know. There's a lot
No,
of
no.
dope
That was
people
based-
from down here. I just didn't know what you meant by that. Like, do
Basically,
you mean
like-
by radio play? Do you mean by
All of it.
commercial? Like, I don't know what
Like
you
when
mean.
you started and the bad boy,
We couldn't
just
get
the
play in
whole
New
bad
York.
boy campaign was ridiculous and the whole world was following it. And so like now Atlanta has the ball and the whole world is following it in the same sense. Like it was Faith, it was Biggie, it was Junior Mafia, it was Mace, it was like it was this shit was just so
Now it's
New York.
Cardi, 69, whatever.
Migos.
No, they Migos. I'm talking about the New York.
Oh no,
I'm saying who got the ball for you. That's all I'm saying. But don't kill me. Don't hit me with that.
I'm not really even. I
Tekashi
probably ain't
how you
even
feel about
into
Tekashi
it like that. I'm not
6ix9ine?
into it like
Not
that.
into it like that.
Nah.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. It's
I like what I like. I
Cardi
don't
B
really,
and Tekashi says, I'm kid named Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I'm aware. I saw him with the airport fight.
Okay. But,
I mean,
that's-
but I'm not really all into it.
But
you
he's
know?
repping New York.
Is he? I don't know his song. What is it?
She's from New Jersey. She's from New Jersey.
I mean, it's
So-
a stone's throw away.
New Jersey Drive.
So let me
Stand in New Jersey, do a show in New York,
Wild
same
people
shit.
whip.
So like he's basically saying it's the state of radio, it's the state of everything that's going on. People are following the Atlanta culture.
Right.
At the time that you were out, people were following the whole New York culture.
Right.
And that's all that he's
But
saying.
there's been many shifts in between that though. You know what I mean? There was a time when there was whoever's popping from the Midwest had pop. You know, I mean, so, but I feel what you're saying. I get you. I'm with you. I'm walking with you right now. I got it. But I mean, I just don't really judge. I'm not
really
viewing
judging.
it from that sense. But I mean, I think there's a lot of dope music, coming out of Atlanta.
But
Obviously, a lot more so and being paid attention to and having commercial success than what you were saying before. I get where you're coming from.
does music still excite you?
Absolutely. I mean, for me, the creative part does, even though you was talking about like sales and platinum, like I haven't seen that in a long time.
Right,
Like
right.
I've been independent my last, 4 or 5 albums. So, it's definitely not the most lucrative thing in my life being a recording artist, but I still haven't lost my passion for actually being in the studio and creating good music.
And getting
I
on
enjoy it.
stage.
I know I'm good at it. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right,
So I really enjoy it.
Okay, so like the next chapter in Facebook, you talked about the I don't know how to say that. Is it a biography film? Like
A
you
biopic.
talked- The biopic. You talked about the biopic. Musically, what's the next chapter for Faith?
Actually, I am in a few months. I'm supposed to be going on this little tour with Eric Benet this summer, like doing a little duet tour. So he wants.
Hey,
to
what's
do-
all that? What's all that for, man? What's all that for? What's all that for? Like,
Oh, look at that. Dario, what the fuck you raise your hand for?
Dario. You already know about that
He
guy.
said Eric Benet. He talking about, oh.
Right.
Dario.
That's that guy had the
Hey,
eyes on.
Dario, take that dope story shit off, man.
What's wrong with Eric Benet?
No, no man supposed to say, ooh.
everybody said ooh when you
Right.
said that, and no guys said that.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
These same nigga had the eyes on the text.
So y'all have
Take a photo.
y'all have a tour that's
We're
in the
gonna
works?
do a little duet tour, and we probably, record a couple of songs together. Like I said, I'm gonna do a project with my daughter, China.
Okay.
Hey,
Actually,
China. Shout out to
me and
China.
Stevie J just did this song together that we're gonna put on
Stevie J.
iTunes.
Jay is a
So
producer,
that's your
y'all.
best, like your best friend.
Y'all keep forgetting that.
That's like my one and only. He's definitely one of my best friends.
I gotta ask you. I mean, since
saying,
Duke
like-
and C-Bone keep bringing up Stevie
He
J.
keeps saying that. I'm
I
saying
brought
he's
it
a
up this
producer.
time.
You brought it
Y'all
up,
saying
okay.
it like he's not a producer. Y'all
Well,
saying Stevie J.
There was a time
Yeah, he a producer. That's
that
why
you
he on the
dated
show.
Stevie J. Is that correct? Are you guys still currently dating?
Not so much.
Wow.
Who?
Biggie
Who?
Small, Stevie.
Hold on, who you just asked?
Oh.
Stevie J. Oh, yeah. So
Stevie.
We dibble and dabble.
Oh, okay. I respect it. Hey, let me take the flag off. I'm sorry, Steve. I respect it. I'm a salute now. You gotta tell me, hold on, Playboy. I respect it. I apologize.
no.
Now look, we got
Splash,
yeah,
splash.
right.
I ain't think about
Respect
that part. I was just talking about he wants to
I gotta.
I'm talking about it.
Yo, y'all is great.
He don't know what's going on. I'm just talking about
Lucifer.
But
You missed it, huh, dude?
it's a must that it's a must that I ask you this question because the door is kind of open for it. And
Come at me. I'm like,
No,
What?
because we
What
had
happened?
this conversation all the time on smoking and joking, like, and not just on smoking and joking, outside of smoking and joking. You know, Stevie J under the Bad Boy umbrella, Biggie under the Bad Boy umbrella. Like, was that ever an issue?
what do you mean? I didn't date Stevie until 2 years ago. Like,
I mean, if somebody dated somebody I dated 20 years ago,
that was never something that ever.
This is, hey, this
well,
is,
that's the
hey,
question.
this is, hey,
That's the
this
question.
is tattoos.
No.
This is
The
tattoos.
question.
hang up.
Hold on.
Tattoo, tell them about your hang up.
Everybody in this
Tell 'em
room
about your
don't
hang
act
up.
like I'm saying something crazy.
Well, no, it's
Tell
not
them about your
how
hang
I
up.
answer that.
Don't act like that now.
Tell them so
Don't
she
act like
understand.
that now.
She don't understand your hang up
Can she
though.
answer the question?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, I understand
Because
your
I don't
question,
mean
but
no
it's so far
disrespect.
removed.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
there
mean no
were-
disrespect.
it wasn't even like that. I never,
That's not the point.
I
That's not the
never
point.
in a gazillion years imagined that I would ever date him. We were great friends for since
I thought it was a
'94.
joke. I thought it was
But no, that Big played no part in my thoughts when we dated. I mean, that was so far removed from that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now, please explain to her why you have such a problem with it. What do you always say here on this show?
I mean, it just means that, like, I feel like if I date somebody, you know,
Them ain't from College Park.
anybody around me,
yeah, but I never would do that. I never did that. Ain't no one person in the music industry. There's nobody that I've ever, dated in the industry.
He said he got a
There
clean
is
east
a
side
there is a
record.
That
point
was
of
so far removed
separation
from
though.
that,
man.
well, I ain't.
But I get it. I didn't get
You
offended.
understand what
I
I'm
didn't get
saying?
offended.
You understand what I'm saying? though?
absolutely.
I'm just making sure, They act like, come on, man, dude, stop.
I haven't said one
Right.
thing in the last 3 goddamn segments. I ain't said shit in the last 3 segments. So now all of a sudden, Dude,
Now, what I don't like Italian
I ain't
is
said shit.
don't mean to no disrespect now, but
Why she hit you
What
though?
does that mean?
I mean, don't even say no disrespect. Just ask the question.
Why?
Man, I'm drunk. I'm waiting on the food to get goddamn
Oh,
bad
Faye.
out for real.
You know
between
what?
it,
You know
you
what?
understand what
I'm
I'm saying?
sorry. I'm sorry. I've been just rude. Like we had people that dropped off treats for you.
Oh,
I like food. We have. Where's Chef Christie? Chef Christie is in the building. Is Chef? Can you come to the stage, Chef
probably
Christie? We have
should be high,
food for you. We have treats for you, and I want to present you with some of these treats. Is that okay? Okay. So what do we have?
Can we get some Tito's?
What about the stuff that I had to go get? You don't want to get it?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wait, you got it.
But hey, tell them what what it got in it.
Shawty, you be cooking your ass off.
Well, it's what I do. She sing, I cook, you know. It's shrimp and chicken chopped like it's yellow rice with black beans and peppers and onions and shrimp and chicken.
Said that already.
Dude, you gonna eat, bruh.
We just got to take the scenic route.
And it's all what though?
She's presenting her package, dude.
So what I also have from you
You
is
know you'll eat it.
I have from the Happy Company. They presented. Man, it's all kind of shit.
Oh, happy country.
But this is from the
We
Happy
talk
Company.
Thank you.
Yes.
We also like we got all kind of treats for
What is
you,
that,
like
honey?
from the
said,
edible company.
Lemonade.
From Edibles of Atlanta, we have a treat bag. It's no telling what's in there. We know it's edibles and all kind of delicious shit. Normally, and also from Edibles of Atlanta, they got you some chocolate covered strawberries. They said be careful with those chocolate covered strawberries.
Everything's
Like everything is infused. Everything. And then from TKT, it's okay. It's okay.
Who she knocked down, Tim? Who she knocked down?
Okay. She knocked down respective roots. That's the
And who
shit.
respect the roots?
That's the shit I use for my beard. You know what I'm talking about? Bello. I got some shit for you for respective roots. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, she
Hey, keep
said-
my shit shimmering. You know
Yo,
what
she
I'm
just told me.
What?
You kind of remind me of Diddy. No bullshit. No, she just respect like that.
Stop with that. Stop with that.
She said,
No, he kind of remind me of Diddy.
Also though, from TKT, they gave you the rose blunts. Like it's all kind of
Trap,
fruit, shit, gummies, all kind of shit. I know so
I need to have a
much.
meeting with everybody else in the bag.
Everything. You need some regular fruit cups? You probably got them too. Everything is infused. And also, we have the lit lemonade.
That's what.
Uncle
No, lit
Dude.
lemonade is right here.
You see it?
That's mine too.
Uncle Dude.
Huh?
his earth is in the bag,
I
right?
got, can somebody
I
back
think it's in your bag.
listen, babe.
I ain't never seen a man like this before, bro.
I gotta say
must be
this.
special,
This
man.
is the most treats, like people just like. Also, I have
Where you sign at, Dario?
from fine wines. Like, I know it's infused. It could have rum in it. It could have like the shit is
But
ridiculous.
it definitely got that thing in
And
it.
it's fruit as well. Now we
got
also
shot I ain't
have,
never tell.
we also have. I know you like the.
Dude, you got shit I ain't never tell.
I forgot what. I forgot what.
Oh, there's the simple right
It's the
here.
simple syrup
This is
that we
simple
have
syrup.
from you,
Yeah.
from Seema. We appreciate that, Seema. She got the simple syrup for you.
Simple flour.
It's a top for you, so you take this home with you. Yeah, you take, and it's one that you've been getting in your drink from the back as well. It's got simple syrup.
Boy, did they
She made
homework.
that as well.
Thank you.
But you take
Somebody
this
did their
with you.
homework.
We also
Somebody
got.
want me to sleep a
We
lot.
also have just a couple more.
Come on, keep going, please keep going.
Just a couple more things. Well, first of all, I should have started with this.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like
So
I
you
should have
fucked that
started
up.
with this. But boom, you want.
No, it got your jacket. You got it.
Oh, well,
The nigga with the jacket.
this was just out of appreciation for you coming to Smoking and Junction. We appreciate that. Also, we know you like the Tito's, so this is the mix with your simple syrup.
Thank you so much.
And we got a couple more
Y'all
bags.
really want me to be lit.
I gotta say this. Listen, I gave you a lot of stuff. But the good folks over at Cloud City, like they just pack everything that you need to go with everything in there. We talking about from glass stuff to electronic stuff to
Good. I'm
like
about to go
just all
overseas
kind of
and see all
stuff.
of that.
And this is for you from Cloud City.
Thank
so
you.
we want to thank everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Like everybody that contribute. And then this, like Faith, I gotta say this. I don't know, but Moet,
I ain't never seen that.
these are bath bombs. Like
I love
you
baths.
drop this in your bath
It's
like
gonna- like an Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer, Faith. Like like you drop this
I
in your.
take like
I'm
3
telling
baths
you.
a day.
Listen,
trust me.
listen.
I got every
No, he do too. He
No.
He put his baths on Instagram.
This nigga say who made
Hold on, no. I only say that because.
You don't be posting.
Yeah, he do. He been in
Faith,
tub.
like
no, I don't. No, I
Like Webby,
don't.
like Webby, like Lil
No, I
Webby.
don't.
Have you
Listen.
seen Lil Webby in the tub?
Listen, what I do is when my old lady, when JC be mad at me and shit,
What you
I
do
go
with it?
slip one of these in the tub and pretend like I made a nice bubble bath and shit. This shit is infused. So by the time she get out, it's over with. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to give you some of these as well and the official lit lemonade. So these are all of your gifts because we appreciate you for coming to smoking and
Thank you
joking.
for having me. Can I come back?
And hold on. And you can always come back to smoking and joking. I was gonna get that. But are you kidding me?
I got my money on too.
Also, this is from Labrie over at Labrie Cosmetics. She got the stuff that don't come off. Like the lipstick, the shit don't come off. They because my old lady is in the building. You know what I'm saying? JC, she came to Smoking and Joking and presented us with gifts, so I know what it does. I don't use it, but I've seen it in action. It's eyelashes in here. It's all kind of shit in here, and it don't come off. Shouts out to Labrie.
Don't come off.
And last, and listen,
Dude, look at me.
listen.
ought to be
Don't you
ashamed.
say it, see
And last but not least, I got a Smoking and Joking t-shirt for you.
You can sleep in
And
that, baby.
you can sleep in this. It's very soft.
Think about 1 in 4 of us when you sleep in.
Very soft.
That's crazy.
I said 1 in 4.
Smoking and Joking t-shirt for you.
Wait, y'all ain't let me finish my bear story.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
He never done.
You don't gotta go. You don't gotta go nowhere. I just wanted to give you some gifts.
Okay,
I'm
thank
gonna move
you.
this stuff out the way for you. I just wanted to give you some gifts.
Rewind.
for you,
We
take
back to hey, we back to 112 house.
No, we're actually in my apartment on Weston Avenue.
Okay, there we go.
And the guys were out at my house visiting 112 and Bear, and then they left. And I think Bear had to go to a meeting or something, and he was gonna, go catch a cab. And at the time, we used to get weed from this guy named Branson. A lot of
Branson.
people know
Shout out
about
to Branson.
I know Branson.
Branson
used to bring that.
Right.
Branson.
And so
Man, that light purple haze.
Bear asked me could he hit it, and I was like,
Branson.
"You smoke?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was
I'll tell you what he was
listen,
doing.
When I tell you he was
He really smoked.
paralyzed,
He was like, "Funny, I take the L for this one." He really didn't smoke.
he was paralyzed, and he was like, his mouth was stuck. He was like,
Branson.
his legs was like, I was like, "You all right?" Now he was sweating bullets, and I was getting scared. I didn't know what to do. And he told me, "Don't call the guys. Don't call the guys. Don't tell the guys." But he was like this on my couch, like he's like, "I can't talk. I can't move."
That's a real smoking joke, man.
What was he smoking?
That
It
was
was
your
called
last time?
snow. That was like, it was just like good weed, like good weed.
Boy,
No.
It's a white shark.
No, it was
White
called
stuff
snow.
was in it.
No, it was just crystals on it. Like
White
real good
crystals.
weed. That's all.
Like fish scales.
What are you getting at?
It was just real good weed.
I know that nigga Bell smoked with me
Like
in
what?
Amsterdam and walked back to the
She got
hotel
shit
and
she
slept.
doing it because she got it there. The player real. The player like, fuck, y'all never heard this shit. Fuck you talking about? You gotta pay this.
We gotta show you, man. I know we do.
Get his ass, man. Get his ass.
That is hilarious.
No, it was just good weed, and he was a little paralyzed from it. And he claims that I have something to do with him not smoking, but I didn't force him to smoke that day.
Gun, you don't give a first timer a gun.
That's mostly how most first timers start.
Right.
Get guns.
She was turning
Most
you out.
first timers start with a gun.
She was turning you out when it was. Like, come here, nigga, come here. That's how we do it, like, baby, now you got supposed to blow you a gun. When you fell for the okey doke, I know why, though. I get it.
So everybody got a story.
So I had to wait for his high to wear off, and because I couldn't call nobody.
You scared?
I was scared, and I couldn't call nobody because he told me not to. So I was like, drink some orange juice. I kept giving him like cold towels. Like, what do you want me to do? Think about that.
He can't let him die.
On another note, I hear you talk about, the album that's coming out with you and your daughter China, and then I see Christopher, he's acting in movies and film and television now. Is that correct? And is that something that you always saw for them? Like, you've seen the ups and the downs of both sides of the industry. Is that something that you always saw for them, or is that something that you kind of like naturally take your course?
Are you the momager?
No, not at all. No, I never really. China has been doing music since she was very young.
Okay.
So, she was very quiet with it before, but over in the last few years, she kind of, decided she wants to be an artist more so than just producing and engineering. Like, she does literally everything. Like,
Okay.
she can mix her own record and everything.
Like you used to do.
But she's way more. I don't sit still long enough. She's me on steroids.
But I'm saying for back then, for back then in your time, that was steroids.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
so
I
now-
definitely produce myself and all of that, but she really can mix her
Okay.
stuff. Like, she's on the board. I'm trying to smoke, and I ain't sitting still long enough to do all that. Like, I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay.
Like,
Ain't even gonna lie.
I'm not good at lie.
Trying to smoke.
I got a little, like, I be trying to do too many things at one time to really sit still and do all
She
of
go to
that.
school for it, she just learned it naturally.
She learned it naturally, but she did end up going. She went to NYU on a scholarship, so that was a part of her. She went to the recording school. So,
Okay. So
but she was doing that before that.
So it was all natural.
It was natural, and I definitely don't even be on their back. Like they CJ and my other son Josh are a group. They have a girl in their group.
What's the name of the group?
They're called nonfiction.
Yeah, it is.
So I gotta ask, because like with CJ and with who his dad is, that's gotta be like a big, I don't know what to call it, but it's gotta be like a big something over him, like, and that's why I asked you, did you like push that? Like, did he before the acting, did he feel like he had to do music, or was that something that he ever tried?
No, I never really. Well, they all naturally had like a musical talent. Like CJ can sing; he has a good voice. Like he actually used to be in the chorus when he was, in elementary school and stuff. But, the actually recording, being a artist thing, that kind of came a little later.
Okay.
Like the acting thing came, like I said, when he did Notorious. That wasn't something he was doing before that. But after he did that, he's gotten several jobs.
Right.
He's actually done a movie with Will Ferrell. He's done like 2 or 3 more movies, and he actually just filmed the Scream series down here in Atlanta. So yeah, he's actively working, as an actor. But that kind of was something I definitely didn't expect CJ, because he's so laid back and quiet. I didn't think he would be the one to kind of be a breakout actor, you know.
Right.
But he's definitely taking it seriously.
So China, along besides the record that you guys are putting together, what are her musical? Like, does she have a solo album that she's working on, or?
She has put out music on SoundCloud,
Okay.
like stuff that she's done. She probably put like 2 or 3 albums out in the last 5 years on SoundCloud. But she's been kind of figuring out what she wants to do. And because I'm not the parent that's so like, you should, I let them come to me, but I'm not the one that's gonna hover over you, and
That's right.
I kind of just let them find their way. But
She got the voice fake.
Oh yeah, she's really dope. She's amazing. She's really dope.
Have you ever met the actor Jamal? What his name? Woodard?
Gravy.
Yeah.
I actually I did an interlude on the King and I album where I was reenacting this thing that me and Big actually that actually happened, and I used Gravy to
That's his
to
nickname?
record it.
Right.
Oh, okay. I think he live in Atlanta now. He does.
Yeah, he does. It was down here we recorded.
We need more smoking and joking.
He really wants to smoke in the joint.
I don't be with the nigga, but
Y'all
I
look
got
like
his number.
Hey, nigga, go to smoke the joke and buy. They need to go to smoke the joke and send me a text. Bye.
Hey,
But seriously though, Faith, like we truly appreciate you.
Yo, you knocked out my earring, yo.
Yo, goddamn.
You heard that New Jersey drive, that New Jersey drive, New Jersey drive.
But she say look like bad luck, though. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No, I gotta say though, Faith.
Y'all are crazy.
She say look like crazy. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
I ain't gonna
I
lie
wish
though.
y'all could be having as much fun. Right
I hope y'all like it.
Anybody want some of this shit? Take this shit out.
They got just much fun.
Hey, I gotta say this though, like Faith,
I'm sorry, man.
we truly appreciate you for coming.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm gonna come back now that I know
And
I'm
hold on, that's what I'm about to say. Like you have a
You gonna go on,
platform, and not only you, anything. Chris has a platform here. China has a platform here. Anything that you want to talk about or bring to smoking and joking, this is your platform.
Thank you.
Moet has a platform here. Definitely,
Moet.
you
You
have a
sing something when we go?
platform here.
You want to say something when we go?
STK and ATL. That's
STK and ATL definitely has a
AK,
platform
must be
here.
shooter.
And
She said she must be
You must be the shooter. Sound like AK.
so before you get out of here, I gotta ask you this: like, are you still close to Junior Mafia? To some of the members of
very
Junior
much
Mafia?
so.
Y'all rock?
Very
like
much
that?
so. I mean, Kim and I obviously more recently have, made amends, but I've never lost my relationship with the rest of them. Little Kim.
Well,
You know what?
would it be?
It's always a shot from these guys.
He's spent, Thanksgiving in my house.
We're still trying to get C's on the show.
Yeah, we was trying to get C's.
That's family. Like, C's is actually about to go on tour with me in London. I let him do shows with me and stuff.
Overseas.
Well, wait, come here.
Where the
Say what
money
you
goes
saying.
out. Where that money at?
So do your kids know Junior Mafia?
Yeah, they stay at
pay
my
in
house. They stay at
euros.
my house. Like, we're really family.
Okay.
Yeah, when I go back east, usually I stay in Brooklyn,
You know what, Faith, man? Like I talk about this all the time, man. A lot of people.
I wouldn't say unfortunately, but because I'm in New York a lot, on the East Coast a lot for work, as opposed to a personal trip, whereas my family is in Jersey, my biological family, but I end up, staying in Brooklyn and spending time with them more often than I actually get to see my people in Jersey, but they family too, like they hold me down, like, if I need a car real quick to scoot over the bridge, I'll borrow your Hyundai.
Right.
I'm driving my homie
New
Hyundai.
Jersey
Like,
drive.
right.
You know what?
Everybody kept asking why she always had a whip to the goddamn studio. This is why I got
No more dudes.
my car is your car.
What do you mean? I am a
And
dude.
your car.
I'm one of the dudes.
And that's
Nobody no ride.
I'm one of the dudes.
She won off of them rides.
every time she
what?
gives somebody a
won off the
ride,
ride.
so she
That's kind of
Nigga, that's how you got
She got
her
a deal.
How is that not
I
winning?
don't like that, man. I don't think she won off the ride. She won off your talent.
She
But
got
the
a deal.
ride is
She
what
got
the
married.
ride is what got y'all
Not
trying
off
to
the
show her
ride.
talent.
No, not off the ride. Off her God.
Hey, listen, I gotta say this though, Faith. Like, a lot of times you hear people's music and you have no idea what type of person they truly are, and to have you come to smoking and joking and just the way you kick it, the way
It's
you
a blessing.
ride, it's like the realest shit ever.
It's
Like
a
it's gonna I already love the shit out of your music. Everybody here know that, but now it's like I'm gonna ride home and listen to this shit and love it even more because you're so real. Like, get out of here, man.
You guys are good.
Hey, that's
Dirty,
smoking joking.
nasty
You see
side
that
shit.
shit? You see that smoking joking shit?
Smoking and joking after dark over here.
Every week.
I'm gonna need a Red Bull. I'm gonna need a Red Bull.
You see that shit every week. You know what I mean? Every week. But no, on some other shit, like
For you,
Well, thank y'all for having me. Listen,
Yeah,
I
absolutely. And
I
I
knew it
gotta.
was going to be fun, but I didn't know it was going to be this much fun.
Yeah, we appreciate
Mellow, they
that.
want
And
you.
listen, before you get out of here though,
Get you
what
one
I
of
want to
those
do is
strawberries.
like sometimes PCP will ask some audience members to if they have any questions. And I know that right now it's a lot of people here that truly love Faith. So Pete, you wanna
Everybody know what it is.
Damn.
Look at that.
Everybody got scared. Everybody like, oh my God. Somebody said, oh my God.
That man is already got to play. This is legendary. Hey, homeboy, stop. Come here. We can't hear this.
Pay like, do it look nice.
Come here.
No,
Hey, I'm doing this shit for the time. Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
You scared
Come
me?
here.
I know you. Right. You scared me better than I
Because
know
I
you.
can't hear you. Don't worry about see.
Over there.
CC.
Okay, so
Stand right there.
ask the question.
Yes, bro.
Oh, we ain't never did.
Right here.
Hold on, bro. Where we going?
right here.
All right, so
Neighborhood. Got that jacket on. What's that?
hey man, don't worry about it.
I said, are you neighborhood?
I'm from DC, bro.
No, you ain't.
Hey, there you go.
How are you?
Good to meet you. All right, so
Welcome to Murphy.
one of my favorite songs is "Come Over."
Oh, thank you.
So many memories. What was the inspiration behind that song?
Wanting to have sex with my husband.
That's your fault. You gotta scream. I gotta scream about that.
The rebuttal came here.
Hold on. The question was a great question.
Listen,
But the rebuttal here.
let me finish.
That's what the inspiration
It was
was.
one of those moments when I was speaking about earlier when Big would be gone and I had to kind of figure out when I was going to see him again. So that's kind of what that song was inspired by.
Okay.
All right, hey, I got time for one more question.
CC, you got a question?
Come on.
That's the net.
Hey, guess what? Now, we ain't gonna let the man come in here and not let the woman come up. Come
Go
on,
ahead.
bring your ass.
Was Big the love of your life?
Why did you just ask me that today? That's so funny.
Daddy.
That's definitely fair to say.
R.I.P.
Okay. Any more questions
What
for
about the
Faith?
new big, Rick Ross?
Doc, hold on. We got Doc Hodge. He's a medical marijuana license here in the state of Georgia. He would like to
Oh, I didn't
come
know
up.
you could have a license.
I have one.
Hey, we coming up down here in the South.
Doc Hodge, what up, Doc?
You don't need him in LA no more.
We coming up in the South.
Faith, huge fan.
Thank you.
Since 95. I didn't eat for a year because you're out.
Why you didn't eat for a year?
Tell him about
Heartache, man.
Heartache.
Last 4 albums, last 4 tracks of your Faith.
They made you not eat for a year.
Hey, Doc, hold on. I know you was young on that shit too.
You mentioned you mentioned one of your kids have autism. So
Yes.
as a mother, and obviously you love the flower, how do you feel about medical cannabis treating autistic?
I've certainly looked into it, and quite honestly, I tried. I think we were talking about this before, right? Another parent suggested to me, like, you know, that I would try, like, there was some drops, CBD drop. Oh no, it's actually the stuff that this man developed for his son that actually wasn't on the spectrum, but he may have had something else.
Strictly
like,
medicinal.
when you have seizures, I can't think of it.
Epilepsy.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. And I tried it, but you know, I couldn't quite figure out how it was affecting my son. So then this other parent told me to try gummies, you know, just with the CBD as opposed to the THC. Because I tried one and I didn't really look at the difference, and then he was kind of trippy, and I'm like, okay, I don't want my son to be tripping. But at the same time, he's not on any meds. I'm not gonna put him on like no pharmaceutical medicines just to try and get his behaviors under control, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I did try it, but I don't think I was successful because I was a little nervous about like trying dosages, and you know, I just didn't want him to trip out. Like I tried it once or twice, and then, you know, he was a little giggly, and then one time he just slept, and I'm like, well, never mind, you know.
Right.
So I wouldn't say I'm opposed to it because I tried it,
Doc, you got something to
but
say
I
about
don't think
that,
it
Doc?
necessarily. It didn't pan out to be something that I felt like we needed. I felt like we just kind of are working through him learning that the behaviors that he has when he does have them, he has to just unlearn them. You know what I mean?
I get it.
You got something to say
Well,
about that?
oh yeah, we'd love to sign you up and give a Georgia ID as a caretaker.
I don't.
Damn.
One of her shooters do.
Get one.
Get one. But Doc, can you let her know the advantages of her son using?
Oh yeah. Since in Georgia since 2017, autism has been on a list for cannabis oil. We have a 5% THC program. The rest is CBD, so it's oil only, and we're having great results in my clinic. With autism parents. I mean, severe autism, they're getting hugs back. That's one thing dads want. I'm a dad, and they just want their kid to hug them back and say I love you or whatever. That's right. In severe autism, they don't show affection in some cases, and with cannabis, they're actually showing affection. So.
Right. But he's not really severe on the spectrum. He's kind of more he likes that. Like, he loves hugs, and he's not like very antisocial. He does like do things on his own, but he's not at all. It's like, there's different levels,
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the love.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
Listen, we have one more question.
CC, come
Thank
here.
you. Nice to meet you. Take care.
This is Miss CC LaFleur. She's from the east side of Atlanta. She loves me, baby. I think she want to sing or say something to you or something. She got a lovely voice. I want her to sing something.
It's got to be some faith.
Absolutely, it will be some faith. But I was invited here by a friend of mine, and I'm also here to support my homie, C-Bone. But I don't think any of them knew that you were my favorite artist. And I am a singer-songwriter, and you were, yeah. I was like, how you don't tell me that Faith Evans is coming? Like,
it was closed session.
So you know what though? You said you was a singer, correct?
I am. I'm a singer-songwriter. Absolutely.
Can you give me like 2 bars of "Keep the Faith"? Just.
Any face
song. Any face song.
Give me something.
Oh, she no fun.
Give us something there.
You don't appreciate the time I put into this love affair of ours, baby. I didn't let you walk around thinking it's alright to let me down. I remember the way you used to love me. Baby, I remember the way.
I love you.
Oh,
You seen that, dude?
you used to love me.
Only on smoking and joking.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
So I got a question.
Go ahead, let's get it.
Y'all know I'm a singer. I'm soon to be her background.
Hey, me too.
Be her
I'm
background
too.
singer. Well, why you not up here? Huh? No. But on some real shit though, we appreciate everybody for coming out and rocking with us on a Monday. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us tonight. You know what I mean? On a Monday. You know what I mean? And it's all because of the legendary, the Grammy Award winning, the
Give it up for Faith, ladies.
epic, Faith motherfucking Evans.
And the real energy.
So listen, so before we get out of here, y'all know how we close this thing out. You know what I mean? And we gonna kick it off on the end with Mr. Pele.
It's on me.
Yes.
Y'all already know what time it is. I am PCP. I love y'all. Y'all love me. Mr. Partner tonight. In goddamn honor of our distinguished guest, Miss Faith. I am now Mr. Ponce De Leon. DJ Smooth.
You already know it's your boy Big Duke, Mr. Six
Angry
Fish, man.
Duke.
Mr. Six Fish, man.
Conspiracy Duke.
AKA, man, your worldwide hood ambassador.
What?
AKA Lil Buddy Ash Buddy, man.
Little buddy at buddy. Yeah.
Well, tonight I am Black on C-Ball.
Yeah.
the #1 cologne.
Yeah.
If you want some, call my home.
Yeah, College Park, Georgia.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man.
I like how you rub your head when I do my drop. I like that.
Listen though, I just gotta say thank you for everybody that rocking with us, man. I want to thank the big homie Bell Oak, man, for always coming through, man. It's always just one motherfucking phone call. I know I got on the red, so he probably mad at me right now. Neighborhood, you know what I'm talking about? But it's only cause I like the coat. Okay, have a blue.
Now I'll tell why you got that shit. Tell the
It's
truth.
only cause they.
My turn?
Oh no.
I'm telling you, got the code for you.
No.
That's an Evans code.
Stop. Shouts out, hey, listen. Shouts out to all our sponsors, everybody that helped make this happen. Shouts out to motherfucking Smokeland. Shouts out to Edibles of Atlanta. Shouts out to Bacon Nation. Shouts out to Future Wine. Shouts out to Hennessy. Shouts out to Backwoods. Shouts out to Tommy Nova, our whole staff. Everybody, you already know who I am. I am your boy Tattoo. I am Judah's daddy. Hey, by the way, Judah went yard today. Also, a 2-run jack, you know what I'm talking about? Also hit a double. We ain't just hitting jacks, we hitting for bait, you know what I mean? Hey, like I said, I'm just Tattoo one more time. I'm just Tattoo, and last but not least, I'm just Tattoo. You know, hey, Faith, that's what my name, that's what Tattoo means. It's the number 3. So I gotta say it 3 times every time. You know what I mean? I like the way you said it.
It's like
you caught it on the last time. You know what I mean? And sometimes they do call me P Buttons because I push buttons to make. That's another story. But hey, we gonna pass the mic to Faith Evans.
And I am Faith Evans.
Yeah!
AKA the First Lady.
Yeah!
AKA New Jersey. AKA Big Fizzy from the motherfucker. Yeah! And we smoking.
Hey, Joker!
This